Let's have a beautiful experience. In this video, we're going to talk about how your blessings can help you manifest a bigger penis, naturally raise testosterone, and human growth hormone. It's a beautiful thing. You gotta love it. Alright, before we get started here, please do me a huge favor. Please ring the bell, subscribe to the channel. Give me that Arthur Fonzarelli thumbs up, like, so I say, hey. And of course, follow me on my social media. I go by Jesus_Detroit on my Instagram, Snapchat, I'm YOUNGDAYGO. Don't forget to ring the bell like Rocky Balboa says. Yo, I hear no bell. So make sure you ring the bell because I'm putting content out daily. And that's right, in this video, I'm here to, we're here to talk about how your blessings can help you manifest a bigger penis and naturally raise that HGH, because we're about here in the BCC, the Big Cock Collective, the Big Cock Conscious, where I help you manifest a bigger, wider, thicker, longer, stronger, and harder penis, help you naturally raise your testosterone, your human growth hormone. I'm a spiritual guide, a mentor. I'm here to, expand your mind and increase your size. If you want any serious one-on-one, programs, one-on-one sessions where I can really, get in touch with you and help develop something that can work in your case, I'm here for you. So, hit me up in the BCC. Now, without further ado, I'm here to tell you about your blessings. And yeah, of course, we're still in that No Nut November, and I've been watching a lot of Rocky movies, and today I just got done watching Rocky 2. You better count your blessings. You're still a healthy person, man. And I was inspired yet again. I mean, yesterday I was watching, 4 with the Russian, and today I'm at 2. And, with the Thanksgiving holiday coming up, the youths, I don't know why this is so funny to me. To you it's Thanksgiving, to me it's just Thursday, And like I say, man, if you're laughing, if you're smiling, you're doing something right. Anytime that you're smiling, you're letting in that true light, because it's part of the divine. The smile is made inside the mind. It's a beautiful thing. So anytime that you get a chance to just flex it, you go ahead and go with that. And anytime you got to go out there and just make sure that you're doing something that does that for you, you're doing something beautiful. And of course, like I got to say, we'll start it off with this. If you want beauty to appear, you got to keep this clear. So, like I said, man, the universe is a mirror. And if you want beautiful things to come in, you got to put beautiful things without. And we'll start with love, because you know me, I always get my heart pumping, get my heart flowing, and get us, again, just to keep us growing, get us knowing that everybody out there, is essentially a piece of you. So you want to make sure that you're wishing them the best. And I don't care if you just don't even know that person, if you have a neutral thought about this, that, or the other. If you're hearing them on the other line of the phone, you're staring at them at the other line of wherever you're at. If you're at Costco, if you're at a restaurant, if you're curling something at the gym, if you're at the DMV, wherever you happen to be, all you got to know is that person at some other end, just intend on that person, that soul. They have a beautiful day, feel love in some kind of way, and go along your day, and you did a beautiful thing that just help hack the matrix of wherever you're at any given time. And when you do that, you're giving yourself purpose beyond what we are, man, because at the end of it all, man, there's some type of light. Some people want to get all, in the whole, whether it's religion. I'm calling this episode blessings, but if people want to get religious about it, you want to get light worker about it, you want to get whatever about it, you want to get about it. I just had to say that right now. We bought it, and I don't know if you know Master P, but regardless, it's a great movie. It's a great, great movie. I got the hookup. Holla if you hear me. I'm saying, and Master P is getting me in this pump flowing, and I just feel like just going with this, just why not, show you that what we're all about here is, the mind muscle connection. And you know what, you see that big, huge, juicy pump I got flowing, talking about Master P and how that's just, something that makes me happy. And we're talking about blessings, and we're talking about being, light workers or whatever we essentially claim. It's all about knowing. And whatever you know is how we grow. So just let yourself understand that I'm here to grow. I'm here to be huge. I'm a giant. I am magic. I am divine. And I can increase my size. And that's a beautiful thing that you got to say. Any last rep that you got to get out. And today when we're talking about, having your blessings and, just really appreciating who you are, what you are, and what you have. That's a beautiful thing, and we got plenty more to come. So every day, we got to start this with what I love to say before your feet hit the ground. You got to give yourself that fresh breath. Even while I'm pumping, you know what I'm going to be saying. I got a shot today. It's a beautiful thing, and that's what you got to go with, man, because gratitude is the attitude. And look at that huge, beautiful pump going, and I just really love to just get them snaked out for you and let you know that the mind is the wielder of muscle. And it's not just me that's saying that. It's Paramahansa Yogananda, and that was the autobiography of a yogi. Steve Jobs read the book. It's something that you should take a look. And you know what? With that, it's a beautiful thing. So I'm gonna take myself, a couple breaths here. It's Saturday night. I got done watching Rocky. And you know what? I'm going to just give yourself a quick salute if you made it this far in the video. Have a little bit of vino. Like I say, man, if you got to do something for yourself, have yourself a shot with the universe, have yourself a toke, whatever you got to do. I don't condone the use of alcohol, the use of any drugs, but I don't condone the use of not being you. So whatever you got to do to be you, I say salute. Oh yeah, it's a beautiful thing. And I needed that to calm, get you back to where we're at. So when it comes to blessings, there's so many different ways of what can help you manifest. And what really got me in the movie was when when Rocky, okay, I know, all right, when Rocky had to go, see the priest before he went to the fight. I don't know if this resonates just because, for whatever reason, it really comes to my heart when he gets in the Trans Am and he goes off to he's running late for the fight with Apollo Creed. This is part 2, and Adrian just woke up from the coma, and he wants to go to the priest to get the blessing before he goes to the fight, and he goes, hey yo, Father, come on. Hey, yo, Father, come on! He's yelling to him, and the guy, he opens up the door, he's speaking Italian, and he goes, hey, yo, I just want you to, give me a blessing, so if I don't get hurt, so if I get hurt tonight, it won't be too bad, you know what I mean? And then, of course, he gives them the, and he gives them the blessing. And that just really, what resonated with me in that is sometimes people need, just that other entity, that other form of hope. Some people go to the Pope for hope. I'm here to help you grow. And some people just need that extra boost to let them, give them the self, confidence that we already have within. And just, going to that priest, whatever you got to do to help you get that extra blessing, just to help you, get to that next level. I mean, if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. But I mean, it really resonated in the sense that when you're talking about just, giving into something beyond you, and that's really what the growth, that's what the growth comes to, is giving it beyond who you are. Understanding that there's a magical source, some type of energy that we can just harness and put it into us to help this grow. Because like I say, we are all part of the divine. Whenever you're holding that piece of meat down there, me, we want that huge piece of meat swinging at the knees, dropping to the pecs, making you your best. And whenever you're holding that, I mean, essentially you're holding a piece of God, because we're all a part of the greater picture. We're all a reflection at one sense or another. And when we're talking about getting blessings and being grateful for your blessings, and just sometimes you got to look at somebody else for a blessing. At the end of it all, you're going within here. And like I said, you can go with all the exercises like I like to give and really preach about in the PCC. Hit me up, and I talk about the masturbation for manifestation, the jelqing, the Kegels, the semen retention, all these techniques that can help you achieve. Because like I say, with exercise comes extra size. And that's just realistically a collective belief that, you know, whether it goes through science or magic, I don't discredit any of it. It's just like a knowing that, you know, like this is what exercise does. And, you know, the penis exercises that have been out there essentially have been created well before this manifestation that's talking to you right now, and it's something that's going to be going and ongoing and on growing. And that's what we're doing, because, you know, the exercises and like what we're doing with the body is something it's beyond what we are, man. Because you're looking at it from such a different perspective. You're looking at it from you know, if this reality that we're in, you know, has rules of you got to do this and that to get to over here, then we understand that there's other tips and tricks along the way that can really help you out. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm unlocking it, and I find that there's so many different techniques that can really help you achieve, you know, more than we even knew. And like I said, what it all comes down to is really, you know, keeping this clear, being a clear conduit for growth. Say I'm clear to grow, and that's something to help you flow. And when you have that, you're, like I say, man, you're always getting rid of those blockages that are just clogging up that runway, that are, you know, essentially getting in your way for the growth. And that's like why, you know, when you're talking about blessings and all this other stuff, these are just like, you know, the shovel to just clear off the runway a little bit, just to make sure that you're on path to your manifestation of what you want. And understanding that there's, like, you know, like I said, you know, the exercises and a whole bunch of other ways to really help you, you know, increase your size, naturally raise that testosterone. I mean, you're going to understand that there's scientific claims that say you can do this. There's other ways that say you can do that. But no matter what, you can always look within and understand that, you know, what, like, you know, there's, you know, whatever, like, receptors that a steroid can do, a drug can do, you are the one that can create it at any given time. So we're here to harness that and tap into that, and we're getting more control over that with every single day that goes, because that's how we grow. And when you're counting your you better count your blessings. When you're going with your blessings, you're going into that whole, you know, gratitude attitude, which is really just putting you on the right path for growth. Because you're getting out of your own way at that moment. You're just happy to be, and when you're happy to be, you're happy to achieve, and that's how we are, man. Like, you got to be in that state of just, you know, bliss and happiness, because essentially that's what this all is anyways. Everything else is kind of just like a detour from that. It's just letting you know, like, oh yeah, we're supposed to be over here, and that ride that we're taking, that, you know, some people are on a, you know, they're on an excursion for a long time and they never knew how to come back. And I'm just here to tell you, man, I'm here to give you the, you know, let you know that you can phone home, you can pick up the phone and call, you know, was it Tank and Dozer in the Matrix, and beam back home, and, you know, get back to the grow, and let you know that you ain't got to get lost in these, you know, these excursion trips of, you know, not believing in bliss, because everybody's got their own happiness. There's no, you know, like, this is one of my, here's a great quote that I love to say. There's a sad man on a yacht, and a happy man in a box. So whatever is in here is essentially that's going to create that anyways. And I know that might sound, you know, far-fetched in the law of attraction community, because they want to talk about how, you know, rich people change the world. And that's not what I'm talking about over here. I'm talking about it's the attitude and the mindset that's going to help you achieve essentially anything. And yeah, there's a guy that's, you know, I mean, it might sound hard to believe, but there's billions of people out there. And you got to think that, you know, there's got to be a sad guy that's on the yacht somewhere that doesn't know how to achieve and appreciate what he has. And then even thinking about the whole Dan Bilzerian thing, you know, when he talked about how, you know, this is like when he would have had a Mustang back in the day and he would have been happy, and now if he got one at the airport, he would think it's a piece of crap. And it's all perspective, you know what I mean? That's really what it all comes down to, is right in here, man. And this is what you got to be in touch with pretty much the whole time. And getting out of your own way is what's going to really help, you know, beautiful things manifest and come your way. And that's why your blessings is a beautiful thing to go with. You know, it's a beautiful thing to just know that, no matter what religion you are, man, like I say, love is my religion, and I really believe in it so much, like, because it's an underused power, man. Like, I know that whatever's running this beautiful avatar, these beautiful avatars, whatever's in me, it's in you. The light that, the light that is running this, like I say, you got that third eye up there, you got the crown up there, you got that, the penis is on the root, the sacral, the throat, all these other ones, but be as it may, they're all felt beyond the body, and they're felt in the astral realms. And, like, it helps me question what reality is anyways. And I really love to just have that knowing and just going and just let me flow with who I am and just, go into the unknown, because essentially that's a beautiful thing, because we're here for the ride. We're here to grow, and we're here to have a beautiful experience. And there's no need to get caught up in somebody else's experience, because, collect the belief or this belief. You're your own belief at the end of it all. And again, another Rocky one-liner, nothing's real unless you believe in yourself. So make sure you believe in you. You know what I mean? Because you are essentially the one that's holding the key to the ignition to just fire up everything that you need to be. And you got to get out of your own way and not let anybody kind of, throw you down the runway, be like, this is how it's got to be. And, throw different facts and different this and that at you. And you know what? Teach their own, man. Like I like to say, all truths are true. You just got to find the ones that make you. And that's a beautiful thing. So you know what, with that, I'm going to give another salute. So right there, salute. Yeah, having a little bit of vino tonight. Yeah, keeping me right. You know what I mean? You wouldn't think Jesus wouldn't. That was actually a glass of water before that. Yeah, I know. I'm just busting some balls with I don't want to bust any balls. And speaking of No Nut November, my balls are swollen, and that's what goes on when you're doing that semen retention. My Tai Chi is a guy I love to preach a lot on this page here in this channel. He talks about how Chi is energy. He's a Taoist. You know me, I go with that Wu Wei flow, the path of least resistance. And his Tao master taught him that if you go with energy, you can do no wrong. And I love to just preach that, because whenever I just grab that, energy is always there to just grab at any given time. And people like to think, how do you do it? How is this and that? You gotta just wake up, man. You don't need a drug to do it, man. You ain't gotta snort for it, jab a vein for it. All you gotta do is just grab it, and then you can just feel it at any given time. And there's a whole bunch of different hacks that I can help you with along the way, and help you raise your testosterone and make you as close to source as what we are. But like I say, man, if you're smiling, if you're happy, if you're genuinely just in that state of just doing this, you're doing it right. You're doing something beautiful. And when we're going with, like the semen retention practice of charging your chi, like I say, Montague, he's got, he'll tell you that if you're in your 20s, you should every 2 days, 30s, every 3 or 4 days. By the time you're 60, it's like once a month. And I just like to say that, you know what, to measure every load, you'd have to be extremely in control of every load. Because how can you just say that this load, to me, no two loads are created equal unless it's that earthquake and body shaking just of an explosion. Then all the rest could be like, this is a maintenance load, this was a mistake load. There's so many intricacies and just different factors that can just tell you where you're at in that particular, moment. And it's just like, you know what? So regardless of the whole no-fat movement and, pretty much semen retention, it all has to do with just go with the flow. Like, if you're setting the intention that, all right, I'm going to go a couple days to help me raise my testosterone, naturally raise that HGH, help my penis grow, and do some exercises to help you do it, then you're doing it right. So you ain't got to get in your own way of like, all right, I need to wait this many weeks or this many this. Doesn't matter. Just set the intention, and then you're going to be beautiful. And that's what getting out of your way is about. That's the flow state of really what it is. Because at the end of it all, you got so many people with these rules, and it's like, dude, you set your own rules. You ain't got to get lost in anybody, and you ain't got to get lost in anybody's way, man. Just get out of your own and be like, all right, you know what, I blew a load in a day. I blew a load in 2 days. Whatever it is. I'm going to tell you, I'm here for you. I've been doing the No Nut November, and I've been leaking pre-cum, and I've been growing extra much, and it's just been something that I was trying, I'm trying out because, this is what I do. I practice what I preach, and, whenever the explosion is coming, it's going to explode, and I'm just going to go with that. I mean, there's just, I'll give you a No Nut November update pretty soon here in the near future, and I'll tell you how it, manifested for me, the ups and the downs. But essentially, I've been doing a no nut life for years, and I'm not saying that I don't not ejaculate, you know what I mean? But there's just a couple days I like to go with the flow of it. If it's time to just flood a river in my seed, then that's what it's gonna be. If it's time to retain it and put it back where it needs to be, then that's what it is. And that's all I'm saying with this. There's no wrong way. If you feel like you gotta blow it today, then that's what you gotta do. But when you're talking about porn addicted people and utilizing it as a drug where you're just trying to do it to get high every day, then that's something you might have to check yourself and be like, is this worth it? Am I doing something right? Am I feeling lazy and lethargic? Is it taking me away from me? And these are the things that you got to question yourself to help you become the best version of what you essentially want to be. And that's all this really is, man. You got to count your blessings and understand that it's a beautiful day to be here. It's a beautiful day to be alive. Anytime that you're doing something for the universe by smiling, having a drink, and just setting the intention to just be happy, that's really all this is. Everything else, like I say, is just, the details, minor details or whatever about nothing, like again, Rocky 2. Inspired in my mind, when he bought the house, he's like, they didn't even check up the upstairs. He's like, hey, that's just details, Adrian. And that's exactly what it is. You don't need the details all the time to just know that we're here to grow. And with this flow, count your blessings. We're going to have plenty more beautiful experiences to come. I got the holidays here. I'm going to be giving you more updates, and I'm definitely going to be, incorporating more programs to help you manifest the best. And really just, wake you up and understand that we are magic and we are divine and we can increase our size and we're beautiful and, we're here for each other, man. I just want to tell you that I love you guys. You guys want any more, one-on-one help, man, like I say, I'm a spiritual guide. I'm a mentor. I'm here to expand your mind and increase your size, man, because I intend on all of us to become the giants that we're all set out to be. Like I said, that giant just, head in the clouds. You ain't worried about the little gremlins at your feet. You're sucking that huge piece of meat throbbing between your pecs, giving it a kiss like how you doing. You ain't worried about who's at your feet. You know what I mean? Well, you want to step on the wrong person's house. But like I say, you just go on with, spreading love every which way you can. And, there's going to be plenty more beautiful experiences to come. So please get at me, in the BCC on my social media. Say how you doing to my cat C, my bear and my wolf. We have plenty of beautiful things to show. I really feel there's going to be a lot of more beautiful content and things that you're going to really be intrigued with. And just, be happy to see. And that's what it all comes down to. So make sure you guys get at me. And of course, like I say, ring the bell. You know what I mean? Rocky Balboa, ring that bell. You know what I mean? Because he ain't going down. And I need, I'm here for you. You're here for me. Do the right thing. Tell some friends. I love you guys. I'll be seeing you guys on the next one. So have a beautiful experience. So peace. I love you guys.